Victor Galvan. Yeah, 24/7 mindset. Yeah, 24/7 mindset. Let's go. 24/7 mindset.
So let's talk a little bit about books.
Oh, I suck at books. Don't tell me. I don't know. Do you
All
read
right.
books?
No,
Do you
no,
read
no,
books?
not me.
No, I'm asking a question. Do you read books?
I don't fucking read books.
Yeah, be
I
like
don't got time
audiobooks
for
are better,
that
right?
shit.
Audiobooks are better.
Audiobooks.
Audiobooks
Everywhere
all
I'm
day.
going, I'm listening to,
Yeah, same. I'm the same way.
and I only use 3 books, 4 books, or 4 different.
What's the newest book you like right now? I know you've been following a lot of the 10x guys, but have you jumped out of that realm and kind of went some? I know they recommend people that aren't in the 10x world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. They like Brandon always recommend Michael Gerber, the E Method.
Yeah.
And that book is my life and everybody's life constructing a company. That book tells you everything you're gonna go through in life, in your business, and growing, and how it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend that book to anybody, and that's where Brandon took all the ideas and create this system that now put it to work. That's why it's so easy for him to help companies and take them to the next level. And those companies are so successful because he just took the little ideas and kind of put them together. And what he also did, he grabbed John C. Maxwell, and somehow he integrate all this. Michael Gerber, John C. Maxwell, and Robert Anthony.
Yeah,
Like
he
that.
took all the knowledge he learned from those books and made his own.
And make his own. And guess what? The data that this guy has is
Yeah.
crazy. So right now I'm in the probably 5th John C. Maxwell book.
Really?
Yeah.
How many books you read? I mean, you listened to so far?
Probably about 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. John C. Maxwell got like 1,000. Well, not 1,000, but probably got like 300 books.
Oh shit.
And I probably have from John C. Maxwell at least 10, 12 books.
Now, do you like go over it again just to really
Oh,
sear it into your head?
3
you know
or
what I'm
4
saying?
times.
Yeah, you have
And
to.
then when I say 3 or 4 times, that's 3 or 4 times, maybe in 6 months. And then I go 3 or 4 times again, another 6 months.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I just go back and again, because what is my problem right now as I'm growing, right, is leadership. So I go back to the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership or growth or teamwork.
And let that hear it again.
Because you got to go back again, because every time you grow a step, it's like you was missing something. You go back, oh, now I understand this. So
yeah.
that's where you grab it.
Yeah.
And you will never stop reading a book.
Yeah.
Me, for leadership, always going to go back to 360-degree leadership, or the 21, the 17, the 15 in the spiritual laws, or leadership, teamwork, and growth.
One of his either TikTok or his Instagrams, he shows Tony Roberts in one of his videos.
Who? Brandon?
Grant Cardone.
Yeah, come on.
He shows young Tony Roberts when he first came out talking.
No, and it's good.
Don't they not like each other or something like that?
I don't think so. Maybe it's the people that goes to Tony Robbins don't go to Grant Cardone, because I have a friend that I pay $5,000 to go and see Brandon Dawson, and she was amazed. But after a couple weeks of going back to the culture she was in, she like, no. And like, she never came back. She didn't adopt anything. She paid me, don't get me wrong, but I had to kind of push her and pay, and then she came in, whatever, right? But like she always against Brandon Dawson. I'm like, look, why? But when you have a problem, when you need something, you always call me so I can help you align and identify. And I'm like, always follow him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it one day, but they just say it and they don't do it. And I know that can be way different and make a lot more money and actually take over on her market because nobody's on that market as woman, and she's so strong. If she would sign with Brandon and all his Brandon's leadership programs and stuff like that, she would crush it. But she's more into Tony Robbins, spiritual.
I know, and that's why I know Tony Robbins is more spiritual.
Yeah.
And, kind of like, find yourself.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You need that.
No, which is nice. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. But I noticed that the Grant Cardone 10X guys are business oriented.
You gotta go after the money.
And money, exactly.
Got money,
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody needs. Everybody needs to go after the money. And that's where Grant Cardone is crushing it with Brandon. The best thing that ever happened to Grant is Brandon Dawson.
Yeah.
And the best thing that happened to Brandon Dawson is Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
At the beginning, everyone like, oh, who's going to benefit is Brandon. And then later, oh, who's going to benefit is Grant.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, wow, these motherfuckers create a monster.
Yeah.
Now, like, we are benefit
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the truth, because they really business mindset, right?
Yeah.
They're like the best.
You've been to a Tony Roberts event. What did you think of it?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I recommend it for people. It
you-
doesn't cost a lot of money, but if you're a person that you like to be being taken care of, like you want people to give you attention, that take care of you, don't go there, right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have time. You can pay $2,500 for $2,500 for a ticket, and you get to see the VIP. You get access and all that stuff. But the key is that for me as a leader, if I want to keep growing, I want to have more than access. I want to have a lunch with him. I want to pay another $1,000 to $2,000 more to be in a room where Tony can come and talk to us and really have access to him, instead of getting
Like
out of
crowd
the show.
people,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
getting out of the show, and now you got to fucking haul ass and run and trying to figure out food or what to buy or all that stuff. No,
Yeah.
man. Grant does it right. Grant, he doesn't care. He goes all in. He probably not make a lot of money on his events, but he makes the money signing you on his programs.
Yeah.
He noticed that. How I can get these fucking people together and then go at them and take their money. But he takes your money, but really take you to levels that you would never imagine. So I go back again. I may pay. I'm just giving a sample. Probably $20,000. I'd rather pay $20,000 with Grant and Brandon, and I know I have access to them. We're gonna go to a room. We got VIP. We get lunch with a lot of entrepreneurs that separate themselves from the rest of the group. And now you're in a room of billionaires. Now you have access to all these people. And then after lunch at night, you got another event that they take care of you, that they bring DJs, bring whatever, you have fun around them. Now you got access to Brandon, shake hands, and Grant Cardone.
Kind
and
of
all
party
that
with the people, yeah.
And
yeah.
a party with people, and the next day the same thing. So that brings you to a different level, because what
Yeah.
these guys are pushing is for you to believe that you can do big things. And the only way you can do big things if you're
Around people doing big things.
And yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question.
So I'd rather spend $20,000 than $2,000.
No,
it's
so-
crazy. It's
so-
crazy what I just say, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But let me ask you a question. Every time you go to the events, you have to spend that type of money to go? Like, wrong question. So when you're at those events, you're already signed up to a program with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what are they trying to get out of you at that event? Or is it just for you to touch base with them and continue the program, or they want to sell you something else?
Yeah, so I didn't correct myself, right? So I'm not going to compare Tony Robbins because it's not going to be fair. He doesn't got the right people under him to support him. Tony Robbins, as a businessman, he's one of the best, same as Grant and all that stuff. But for people, the business partners that he has to help him so he doesn't kill himself trying to be everywhere, to advise, he's not there. He doesn't got the people. So Grant Cardone and Brandon Dawson has all the data that you need in your business. You sign in with them to other events, it may cost you $500,000, and you're not struggling. Now, automatically, these guys are going to help you take it to the next level. You get your money 10, 20 times. You grow your business 10, 20 times bigger. You grow your profits 10, 20 times bigger. You grow your mindset, your people, your leadership, and everything based on that. So we are the problem where we try to do is trying to save money. Oh, I only need the leadership. And then you pay $150,000 because you think that you got access to them. Yeah, you got access to them. It's 16 months with them. But yeah, you may have 3 events that are free, and then you get in a call with Brandon Dawson every Wednesday or whatever, right? You got calls that you can, and you got access to him. And then you got the people's essential, how you align your people. And then you got financials, how you align your financials. So by the time you buy them separately, it's going to cost you $1 million. It's not their fault because you spend $1 million, because at the beginning they say, look, you can get all this, the elite program, for $500,000, and we promise you'll be successful. That's the platform, that's the leadership, that's the financials, that's the people's essentials, that's everything, all the programs. So they have a list of what you bought. So when their salespeople come to you, they know what to hit you on. They're not going to try to come back and sell you a leadership program because you're in this leadership, because they answer from you like, motherfucker, you know I'm on the leadership. So they're not going to do that because it'll create confusion. They already know, okay, Victor Galvan, they talk to, they already know that you haven't signed out to the financials essentials, you haven't signed out to the acquisitions or exit or whatever. So that's where they hit you, and that's how they get you to get the next and the next. And they really provide you with the best data. I really believe that these people came from the top to help people on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Nobody's doing that. Only Brandon Dawson is doing that. He's taking the time. Rich people, they don't got time for BS. And Brandon, one day he's going to say, fuck these motherfuckers. But I know why he's not going to do that, because he really wants to help people, because at the same time, he's going to help all these people exit. And if he partner up with them, he can get 20% of the upside from them. So automatically he has to be patient. It's part of work and part of that. And that's what he's so patient, because he look as an investment too. Because if you're not successful, he's not going to be successful. Mm-hmm. So there's no way of failing. So all his data is legit. Mm-hmm. All his info, you can steal his data if you own his program. He will give you the PDFs and other stuff. You will change your name. The same shit he's using, you can use it if you own his ecosystem. Did I answer the question?
No, you did. Yeah.
And with Grant, you get fucking attention. This guy's not hungry, man. These guys are not hungry. I'm not saying Robbins is hungry. It's just that these guys don't care. They put up lines and lines and lines of sodas, waters, and all that stuff. Coffee all over for millions of people, man. Even if they pay $1,000, even if they pay $300, even if they pay fucking $100 for a ticket, they take care of you. And that's customer service. You come, cookies all fucking day, snacks, fruits, whatever, chips, all day. And then everybody goes to this classroom. If you're a VIP, they separate you right there, but because of your ticket. And maybe the $100 tickets, they gotta go and fucking buy food. But the rest of the guys, they go into a private room where Grant or somebody's gonna come in and say, folks, get to the next level. This is what you need to do. This is what you're doing wrong. And this is why you're fucking here. I'm going to come one more time to this fucking room, man, but I need you guys on that side, because if you're not going to that side where Victor, Galvan, and fucking Victor Pena and Sherman and Kate and all these people are, you ain't going to make it. The reason we're crushing it is because we're in that room. We're getting the right advice, the right ideas, and the right mentorship. So he's smart. He goes there. Grant Cardone will never go past the VIP line. He always, if you pay $300 for a ticket and the VIP pays $600, he goes up to the VIP, and everybody wants to shake hands. Like, no, guys, get on this side. You want to be committed to me? Come on this side. I'll be committed to you. And he goes back to stage. That's it, man. And But you make it feel like he's pushing you, no, but he's really pushing you to get to the next level. Get your shit together. Pay $500 for the ticket, right? You know, don't pay $100, man. If you pay $100, I'm just giving you this option so I can sell you some type of product. But at the same time, you're not committed to $100. You're not committed to none of all this knowledge that I'm giving you. So go back to like, hey, Victor, what I need to do, how many employees, how many this, and I'm like tired of giving her data that she's gonna act on it. If she act on it, I will give her everything, but I don't know. She just, whenever she got a problem, oh, what am I gonna do here? And then she has to meet me, and I have to give her, and I have to tell her everything that came from Brandon. And I'm like, just sign Brandon. Oh yeah, we'll do it one day. I gave her Aaron Mariscal, so she can call Aaron, and Aaron tried to call her, and he's like, no, I don't want to sign in, and she's not committed to grow. She's committed to clean her heart and maybe I just
the
don't
spiritual
know, the
side.
spiritual side,
Yeah, just not the business side of things.
Yeah, and the difference is, Tony Robbins guys would probably go to get up and you know, I'm a minority. You screwing me. You know, you just need to pay me on time. Fuck that. With Brandon, he would say, listen, I know I'm a minority. I'm not using my minority. I want to come after this job. I want to be the person doing this job, and this is how we're going to do it. I know that you help minorities, blah, 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 but I don't want you to help me. I want you to just give me the job, and I'm going to prove you that minorities, we can do it. I'm not going to get you in trouble that if I fail, I'm going to come and suit you. Now, I need a chance, because minorities, you know, you didn't pay me on time. They really don't fucking understand. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference, right? The business approach. Mm-hmm. So man, I'm a lot of maintenance, man, and I like to be taken care of, man. You know, it's fucking crazy. Fucking Brandon is crazy. Now this 10X, it's turning into, you know, the 10X Grow Cons, it's turning into a fucking party. You know, you have so much. There's a party over here for these people, a party over there for these people. They close the nightclub for these people here, and then they close another fucking warehouse over there, and they bring a private, last time we got this rapper, I forgot what's his name, Big Billy or whatever, I don't know what's his name, but they bring big rappers that they come for like maybe 5-6 songs, and you get to take pictures with him and all that stuff. And, you know, they do it different, man. They take care of you. They take you on buses. They feed you. They give you drinks, whatever you want, all in, man. They're not waiting, hey, cut the top. No. Fucking spend it. Get them drunk, whatever. They don't care. They don't care, man. That's service.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I paid $2 million for that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. When's the next big event?
I have another event. That one I have to pay. So this is a couples retreat with Elena Cardone. So it's just me and my wife going down to Bahamas, and you just get to be around Elena, and she will bring a list, like a book of questions, answers, and other stuff. What she does in her life with Grant and why they struggle. They tell you their whole story. There's a lot of people that they're going after them still to these days. Like same story as me and you. When you're growing, people don't liking you. People start talking shit about you. People want you to fail. People want you to do stupid things. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people over there going against you and putting bad shit. So they will talk about all that. You got any questions? They advise you to the best of their knowledge, because you got to understand this, Jose. The problem is that you don't know what you don't know. They know most of the shit around life because they have kids and they grow to billions of dollar companies. So they went through more shit that you haven't only go through so much. So your questions are going to be answered there based on their experience and their problems, 100%, because they already went through. And you're on the way to be a billionaire. They already are. So So you just get on this room and you got so much access to Grant and Brandon and Natalie and Elena that man, it's crazy. You get these famous people that come there and you're like, wow, I'm around famous. I'm around Serena Williams and
Well, it's a form of opportunity too.
Yeah,
let's say you bring something to the table that these people want. If they see that, hey, listen, you hear about this guy's business? No, what is it?
I've done it a couple times.
He's doing this or this. Oh, you actually, I need something like that done.
You know,
Now you have a billionaire saying, hey, listen, you want to partner up, or is there
yeah,
anything?
100%. The otother day I called the doctor. I'm like, doctor, you want to invest? He's like, Victor, right now I don't have, but for sure, 50,000, 87% or something like that. I'm going for the 100, but right now for sure, 50, you can count on it. I don't care. I believe on you. Whatever it is, it's okay. So you meet these people, man. That it's an ecosystem now. That as long as you in that environment, I don't. What you call me, Victor? I need 300,000. Hey, where you want me to wire? You don't have to sign no fucking contracts, no lease agreement, nothing like that. Because it's these people is different, really mindset. That they're not gonna do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I was in a 10x 360 event. I'm promoting too much for a grant. Hopefully, he will see this. I was in a 10x 360 event for Brandon Dawson, and I feel this fucking pressure, and I'm like, wow, I'm not fucking. I concentrate, and it was this fucking girl, this lawyer girl behind me, and then I see Brandon, like he has that pressure. He's like, I don't know where Brandon, like, guys, you don't have to be here. He read the pressure that I was feeling. He's like, you don't have to be here. We have a rule. If you want to get the fuck out of here, you want your fucking money, get out. But you will never get back to Cardone Ventures, Grant Cardone, to none of our events. We're no problem with that. Because we add so much value that we don't want this environment around people. This lady stand up and walked away. And she's like, I want my fucking money and all that. I'm like, fuck. So now, that was at 9:45 when she got out. I'm like, finally I start getting good energy, goodbye, boom, boom, done. So now, this is how it helped me. So now we go to a couple of retreats in Cabo, and I got Shannon. I'm going to send her this little video. I got Shannon comes to me. She's like, a lawyer. I'm like, fuck, we got the same fucking shit to us. So I'm like, what are you here for? Grant or Brandon? She's like, who's Brandon? I'm like, you don't know Brandon? She's like, no, I'm just here because to see what I can get. I'm like, no, you're not here to see what you can get. What question you have? I'm like, I got to stop this shit before we go into the fucking room. And I got this woman giving me this bad energy, and she feels like she paid $30,000 and she's not getting no value, no nothing. And I'm like, I got to stop this shit because the chances that I may sit with her is possible. So I'm like, Shannon, what are you here for? What are you trying to get out of here? Oh, I really want to do this, but I don't understand this system very well. I'm like, let me tell you what system you're going to understand. I don't know much about Grant Cardone systems, but I know I can tell you what systems is going to work for you. If you do this, and this, you can get this, and this. And she's like, I like it. She started asking me questions. And I'm like, let me tell you something. Don't fucking make the same mistake I made by buying a program. And then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And I say, it cost me fucking $1 million. Just go all in, buy your program. I think she spent like $600,000, $700,000. And she's like, wow, I like that. I'm like, perfect. So make sure you talk to somebody at Grant Cardone, Cardone Ventures to sign you in. So now she was sold on the idea. Now her mind goes to learn. So now she's enjoying, because lawyers, what lawyers do, fucking always looking for protect themselves. And then she sits next to me and she's making the deal with somebody behind Grant Cardone about the elite program. And I say, Shannon, just tell him like it is. Tell him you want this, and this, and you want this program. No, that's too much. I'm like, no, just tell him the investment you're doing, They're going to take care of you. These people love you. She's like, you think? I'm like, just do it like that. And tell them to leave you alone because we're going to listen to Mr. Grant and Brandon and Natalie and Lena. They're like right there, right? So she cut the deal. She's like, hey, thank you, Victor. Brandon Dawson came to the line and say, hey, Victor, appreciate what you did. I'm like, I haven't done nothing. Inside me, I say, no problem. I don't want credit. He's the one that created the best system that helps all these companies. So all the credit for him. Me, I just did my job. As all partners inside that room, we need to look out for each other. Maybe Brandon Dawson is not looking out for me. I know I'm looking out for him because in the future, I want to be next to this guy, right? And one day he will look at me. Maybe he's looking out for me right now, and I don't know. But guess what? I know I'm doing my job, and I don't care what happened. I do it because I love his system. I love everything he does. And my job is to represent him, and that's it. I'll be his biggest help. I told him one day, I wish I had more money that I can fucking quit my company, and I will come and help you for free to sell, to all that stuff. So at the same time, he can help me and understand all that. And I can spend 2 years working for Brandon, no problem. I don't mind getting fucking down to sales guys and figure it out and go through the whole process. I want to learn that. So I told him one day, I want to work for you for free. And everybody like, nah. I'm like, I really mean it because it's in me. One day I'm going to have the opportunity. Why not? Just travel all over the world with him. Not all over the world, to the events and help him on something that he worked so hard, that is his dream, his passion, and all he wants to do is help. I want to be part of that. I want to help him achieve as much as he can because that's what we do. We as business partners, we look out for each other. We want everybody to be successful. We want everybody to be crushing and make a lot of money. Nobody's jealous of nobody. That's the culture that these fucking guys bring. See what I'm saying? Yeah. It makes sense what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
So yeah, you got to pay for the bands. These guys add so much value, man. So much value to you. Let me tell you something. Grant Cardone stand up. Hey, and he like, hey, I really appreciate what you say. He came to one of my tables and say, how you doing? It's that I don't, it's an honor for me, for somebody to just look and remember your name, right? I did it because of the same thing. These guys are really helping. You know, like the other day, my friend, he's kind of my mentor on all my grow in my company. He's like, hey, Victor, you know, you go to these guys, but can I ask you something? He like, be careful with those guys. I'm like, be careful on knowledge. Oh, they may come and take your money somehow. I'm like, they ain't gonna take my money. They taking my money the right way, but they giving me knowledge. Nobody's gonna give you knowledge if you don't pay them. Like I'm to that point. Guess what? I'm gonna shut down. Victor's not gonna talk, and somebody asks me something, pay me. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what knowledge do, man, and that's what they doing, and they work all their lives for that. How long Grant Cardone struggle? All these fucking years to create the best data. So now you get it for cheap, man. He spent millions of dollars. Brandon probably spent, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 million created these systems. So you don't think it's time for him to get his money back? So my friend told me, I just want you to be careful. I'm like, no, you don't have to be careful with these guys. These guys are really there to help you. I promise you that. And you know, there's a lot of negativity over there. If you don't got your mindset open to grow, you're gonna say stupid things. So there was this girl somehow came on my YouTube, and I'm like, how this fucking video came over here, and then I don't know how I hit it. I don't know who sent it to me. And then she like, oh, you gotta be careful. These people are Cardone Ventures. I'm like, oh, Cardone Ventures. Oh, you got to be careful. They don't give you value. They charge you all this money. And she goes on and on and on. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's not true. She's not ready to take all this data because the 10X 360 is $30,000. It's just for you to see the future in your company, see how you can align yourself, and for you to understand if you go to the next level, you're really getting ready to kick off to millions and millions of dollars. So this, he just tell you a little bit. He cannot show you everything for fucking $30,000. 3 people? Come on, man, that's cheap. 2 days, best food. Then he take you to a dinner, and then he take you drinking, and then you enjoy with him, next to him for $30,000, 3 people. Nothing. So I'm like, fuck. I respond back. I'm like fucking pissed off. I put the right words. My fucking English sucks, right? But somehow God put them together and makes sense. And boom, I send it. All she replied back is like, oh, you one of them or something like that. Like, you don't fucking understand. I'm like, you the one that don't understand. You just go to a thing. You went with your mind closed, blah, 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 blah. Boom. 6 months later, I'm in a seminar, right? Brandon, he's like, hey, like my buddy Victor over there, he will fucking fight for me. And he checks everything, man. He checks all his people that he wants to grow. So he saw that video on my comment, and he like, if you guys need protection, Victor right here, he will fight for you. That's what he said. He fight for me. That's what he said, right? But, and I may not have the mindset, Jose, to go all in with Brandon and understand and have the really good conversations with him, because my English, my education, and all that stuff. But I just want him to know that I'm here for him, and I know he's there for me. It's just I start shaking when I'm next to him, and I don't have the right words, and I feel like I put pressure in between both. But my pressure is because for me that don't know how to answer the question, how to ask the question. So it's not that I'm a bad guy or not positive guy. It's just that it's just I don't know how to ask the right question. That's it. And I've been working on that, and it's my fault, and it's still my fault to this day. So it's hard. It's hard for me, but I'm gonna be a billionaire, and I'm gonna be next to him, and all that stuff. I'm gonna help him grow so much. Everything I do, man, is thinking on this guy, and I know because he's fighting for us over there. He's pushing for us. He's setting everything out there for us. He's like, the best advice I got from him is like, guys, I cannot be here with you all the time, but just watch me what I'm doing and do the same fucking thing. Say the same thing I'm saying, do the same thing I'm doing, and just follow what I'm doing and just check me. It's not that he wants you to follow him. You already follow him anyway. Just follow everything. He's like, and that's what I've been doing. I'm like, fuck. Now he's on the news. He's on the NFL. He's with the UFC. He's sponsoring it. He's investing on the things that impact. So I do the same thing. I'm investing on the things that I can impact and how I can make myself more powerful, more rich and stuff like that. But to go back, that's my only problem, because I may say something like this. Hey, everything good, Mr. Brandon? And that's it, right? See what I'm saying? That's stupid, right? Yeah. He wants good words. Hey, Brandon, we're crushing it. We're doing a good job. We appreciate everything. No credit. See what I'm saying? You got to have bigger words, bigger conversations. Yeah. Because the last thing he wants to do, he wants to come down to a mellow. Like, hey, my family's doing good. You don't want to bring family in those conversations. Yeah. You don't want to bring problems, right? Yeah. But I'm that type of guy that I don't know how to fucking ask the questions, because I got so many problems. I don't know which one I can ask, right? But I don't also want to tell him my problem, because I may put emotions or
put him in an awkward spot.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Because the last time, I kind of say something like, Victor, I'm fucking tired.
Why don't you just tell him? Why don't you just tell him straight up? Hey, listen, man.
No.
My English is not okay. So yeah.
No. He knows that. He knows.
Yeah. Just
come on, man. He knows my fucking English. Fucking got past. No, one day he's like, Victor, fucking stop talking all that shit. If you still talking, it's because you still got the problem. You're the only one can change it. Get out of that and get the fuck out. I'm like, fuck, I'm never going to mention this again. And I haven't never mentioned. And I still got the same fucking problem 2 years later. And I'm still trying to figure out how to work it out. But he doesn't know that I already moved on. Yeah. But I cannot say I'm still there, right? Yeah. But it's crazy. It's crazy, because I also don't want to disappoint him, because at the end of the day, he depends on us to be successful. And the faster that we can be successful, the faster he can be successful, right? Yeah. That's the truth, man. It's crazy what I say, right? $1 million.
No, it's the truth, like you said. That's what it is.
That guy gave me the mindset of $1 billion, like exploded so much shit in my mind that I knew how it's done. But then he has names, process, systems, and you align all this stuff. It's so beautiful. We all have it. It's just that with one little thing, he goes, pim, 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 turn like a million.
Sorry.
It turns like a million lights in your brain, right? Get in the room and 10x your business.
There you go. Perfect.
That's it. That's the one.
That's the one.
Because that's mine. Get in the room,
exactly.
folks.
That's Victor all day.
Get in the room, folks. If you don't get in the room, you're going to fucking fail. This is another episode of 24/7 Mindset with Victor Galvan. We just finished talking about Brandon Dawson. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love you guys.